Hello, hello, my beautiful women from all over the world. Welcome, welcome to our show, Your Radiant Life After 45, a show for women who are not done living yet, who want to optimize their health, who want to be living their dream, their purpose, their destiny. And you get all of this here. From me, I'm a naturopathic doctor, a relationship coach, and a Reiki master teacher. And I have been here doing this show from the very beginning. So whenever you cannot make it live, please have a look in the archives because all of the shows are archived there. And also check out other not only my episodes, but the other shows that are in all areas of life. And Win-Win Women is the only platform where you have interaction. It's live, it's interactive, it's all over the world, and it's free. So this is really what we want. We want to inspire, to educate, and to uplift women, because women are the pillars of a new consciousness. And we need to step forward. We need to be seen and heard and have ourselves fulfilled as well. So today I have a beautiful surprise for you. I have a beautiful lady with me, Alexi Bracey, who will tell us a little bit, share with us what it is like to be down with a terrible disease and have the courage to heal yourself. So as a health and wellness expert, Alexi, of over 20 years, and having healed herself from cancer in just 1 year, I believe, by aligning her emotional, her mental, and her physical body, aligning. You see, I mean, all of these have different energies. And when you align them, then your body works perfectly. It has the ability and the desire to heal itself. So Alexa's passion is really helping others turn their challenges into health and happiness. And she shows you how to heal from the inside out and achieve the fulfillment that you deserve and that you are looking for. So without further ado, I want to welcome my guest, Alexi. Alexi, hello, hello. It's so great to have you here with us.
Well, I'm so thrilled to be on your show too. Just women, we have to get this message out to women all over the world, just all over the world.
Yes, it is so true. And we are growing together as a community more and more. And the next step in evolution is that of the heart, is community collaboration. And it's the era of love, so kind of moving from the the energy of Mars, which is fight and strive and confrontation, to the more feminine era of Venus, love. Yes, because nothing is, everything is possible with love. Everything is possible with love. So your journey and expertise, I would like for you to maybe highlight the transformative power of aligning your mental, your emotional, and your physical body into when it is just working correctly. Because they must be aligned, otherwise you're in disharmony, correct? So would you like to share a little bit about that?
Well, when I was first diagnosed, I knew nothing about health or diet or mental or emotional health, or I was totally green in that department. But based on the research that I did, it really opened my eyes, and I just embraced all these different concepts, and I've continued to learn and grow and inspire many people along the way. So it's been a learning process for me as well. But what worked for me, I expanded on and have learned so much more. So I could say I was initially in grade school and now I'm in university. But what I did worked, and it was just the basis of the whole physical, mental, and emotional, because we're all connected in that. We're not one or the other. We're like a trilogy, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I love that trilogy because I use that word trilogy in my program, so to speak, um, as the foundation to know who we are, right? So it's kind of knowing yourself, and one triangle is your physical body. Understand what your body is communicating to you, because it communicates all the time, and it gets also information from you. And the other, like when it comes to the triangle, the other side is relationships, and relationship with yourself is number one, because you cannot leave yourself, you cannot divorce yourself. You are with yourself until the last breath you take. So I love that concept of that triangle. Can you talk a little bit about that? How you aligned?
Well, well, like for example, we're our physical body, the foods that we eat, which is really important. But we eat with our ears, we eat with our eyes, not just with our mouth. So media, news, music, CNN news, whatever. And then what do you see? You're always glued to people are always glued to their cell phone. They can't put it away. So what movies are you watching on Netflix? What game shows? What documentaries? What music are you listening to at the gym? Is like the pounding driving music is not the high frequency music. And what we read, the books, the newspapers, the billboard signs along the way, it's all just geared with sensationalism and negativity. There's nothing really inspiring out there. So we have to sift through all that and just negate it and just fill our minds with positivity, because negativity isn't going to get you anywhere. It's just going to get you more negative, and it lowers the frequency of your body, which suppresses your immune system.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's our primal instinct, right? That, of course, is fine-tuned almost to see more of what is negative than what is positive, because that would represent the danger, right? So the survival instinct, of course, would want to go there and would always seek this out. And you see, even on the interstate or whatever, when there is an accident on the other side, on your side, it's a big traffic jam for no other reason than we're almost glued to, there is something negative or an accident or something, something that is not like the sunrise or like the beautiful patch of flowers or anything. It is, oh my God, it's an accident. So we need to look. And yes, and it informs us. It has an effect on our physical body, because every thought we think has an effect, has a chemical reaction in our physical body as well.
And a lot of it is habits, bad habits that we've picked up along the way from your family, from your colleagues, from your neighbors, from media. And, those habits can be changed. Like, for example, when you get up in the morning, what was the first thing you thought of this morning? Oh, it's raining. Oh, I have to take the car in to get fixed. Oh, I have to talk to my daughter's teacher. Or did you think happy thoughts? And that negativity will feed you the rest of the day. The Happiness Project has just released its score, and it says that the happiness levels on the planet have dropped 25% in the last 4 years. We had COVID there in the middle,
Yes.
but it has affected us mentally, emotionally, physically. There's more anxiety, more depression, more suicides, more illnesses.
Yes.
So it's all interrelated. And so we really have to pay attention
Yes.
to the thoughts that we're thinking, because it affects us so much emotionally and mentally. Like if I make illustrate an example, a 4-year-old little girl goes with her grandfather to for their Sunday afternoon drives for ice cream and cookies. And one Sunday afternoon, he's sick in bed, so he asks Grandma to take the little girl. So off the two of them go. Come back a couple hours later, she goes running up to her grandfather, who's still in bed sick, and he says, "And how was that?" And she says, "We didn't see any tree huggers, sons of bitches, or horses' asses. All Grandma did was wave and smile, and it was really boring." So as cute as that may be, this little girl is already being programmed to find negativity, not to
Yeah.
find happiness or positivity.
Yeah, with simple things, with things that are natural. It's the overwhelming onslaught of everything commercial, from food items that are non-food items, but the packaged stuff, to what they tell you need, you need for your skin, you need for your. I couldn't believe when I saw my youngest daughters, no, my youngest sons. How do you call that when the baby, before a baby is gone, a shower, baby shower? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, baby shower. I could not believe the amount of not only merchandise, but all of the things that I mean, I have 5 children. I brought them all. I don't think I had any of these things. I mean, there are so many things to do baby food, to do this and to do that, but everything there is a machine for that. You just need a cutting board, and you're produced. But all of that has gone out of the window, and it's all about what else can we sell you?
And it's fast, convenient, easy.
Yeah, and it affects the children, because they are seeing it too. They're seeing the same. I mean, depending on what channel the parents are on, then they see all of these commercials and are influenced, and also see what's on the news, because the news is always negative. And shows what the horrific things that are happening in the world. And that's why it is, and you probably did that, your stillness, the time where you go within and you match your outside emotions with the highest vibration of your inside truth of who you really are, right? So I'm very curious, how did you do that? What are some practical steps to enhance this emotional well-being and align and get in contact with these energies?
Well, initially I did a meditation. I invited a group of friends over, and we spent an afternoon doing Marianne Williamson's, I think it was Return to Love. And so it just opened that framework that going within is where you will always find the answers within. Not the outside world, but within, and really, deep breathing, deep connection, and just let your thoughts roam wherever they take you with no judgment. What is for my highest good? And you will get the answers. And you just stay positive, be patient, and those answers will come. Some people find it easier when they play soft music, or if they have some essential oils, a candle burning with some essential oils, or going out for a walk, connecting with nature. So whatever puts you in that place where you're not distracted by the outside world, the outside noises, you will find those answers.
Yes, I so agree. I mean, I am lucky enough, fortunate enough that I live right on the beach of a beautiful, very long 3-mile beach that I walk, and my walks are really the times when and usually I take a little dictaphone with me, when I get the most inspiration, when I'm also most connected, because the environment is so pristine. I'm so connected with all there is, because it's there is no better place than out in nature, I believe. I mean, I love churches, but I only go into churches when they're empty.
Yeah, water
Yeah.
puts you. Dr. Wallace Nichols, a marine biologist, did a documentary, and he calls it Blue Mind. Anytime you are in, on, or near water, you are in a semi-meditative state. Why do people flock to the islands in the wintertime or go to their cottages in the summertime? It's to be near water.
Yeah.
Yes. When you think of it, we spent the first 9 months in water.
Yes, I just want to say it makes total sense, and we are mostly water too.
Right? Absolutely. And so he took a group of retired marine veterans down to the Caribbean to repopulate the coral. They were all suffering from PTSD. They all recovered because they spent so much time in water.
Water, yeah. This is also
so the power of water.
Totally. It's my sanctuary, because it's of course right now it's also just as warm as a bathtub. The water is unusually warm. It's 93, 95 or something like that. And so it's like silk. It just it surrounds you, and you feel that you're in an environment where you can let your thoughts just flow, and you are in the flow. So you get these amazing ideas, these beautiful ideas, and feel the softness, and can switch some of the issues you may have with somebody, bring them and love it free, because you're in an atmosphere where you feel connected, and we are all one. We are all one. And so this is so. Tell me a little bit more about how, because you said you healed yourself from cancer. Can you share a little about that? How this came about and what you did?
Well, I was a traditional chef at the time. I had a catering business, and I was living on the west coast of Canada, where the raw food movement was a hot item that had just come up from California. So, living in Vancouver, where the temperature in the evenings or at night in the wintertime is not what it is in Ontario. In Ontario, you want a hot bowl of soup, but out west, you can have a raw bowl of soup even in the wintertime. So I embraced a raw food diet, vegan, totally raw food. And so I just switched my hat from a traditional chef hat to one of the raw food chef hat. I'm still predominantly raw, but now I just say plant-based. And I did a lot of research and discovered that there are so many toxins in the home that do cause cancer and a host of other health challenges. Actually, the latest research is showing we have at least 300 toxins in everybody's home. And most people don't even realize that. 300. I mean, that is totally amazing. So we live in a sea of toxicity. So, I got rid of my cleaning products, toiletries. I didn't wear makeup for 2 years until I found, alternative, better sources. And I did the emotional work, really heavy on the emotional work, the forgiveness, the acceptance, the self-love, the mindfulness. And,
that is so powerful.
And,
I know
there's so much more out there today than there was 23 years ago. And I just keep on adding to my toolbox, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's all out there. It is totally all out there.
Yes, it is. I mean, everything is within, but you find it, it's amazing. I find as we want to self-improve, and as we want to grow, we also get, it's almost like serendipity. All of a sudden, these things come to us, or we become aware they were always there, but now we become aware of certain things that take us to the next level, and there is a lot out there today. And I have also been coming back to my earlier teachings, not just through Reiki, but through the Ascended Master teachings and through, the I Am, because God is within us, each of us. There is this impersonality of the divine, of God, that is, we feel it personal for us, but it is impersonal because it is in everything and in everybody. And to align with that is, but you must be consistent. So how were you before you made that decision to heal yourself? Were you trying other things, or were you convinced that you have the power because God is within you and the divine principle is within you, that you can do this on your own?
Well, when I got the phone call, I just said, the phone rang, I picked it up and they said, "You have cancer," like dead silence. And I just quietly said, "Thank you." And as I hung up that receiver, I still remember vividly today, I knew in my heart of hearts I was going to beat it. I had no idea, but I knew I was going to do it. I just was so adamant, so positive. I knew I was going to do it.
And that's the wonderful thing, because there is an inner knowing within us, and there is that higher self that has the right answer. And, I don't even say that everybody should take that path. Everybody's path may be a little bit different. It just needs to be true to what they believe, and then they must align themselves with that, so that it all works in harmony. That you don't have fractured thoughts, or you become very frazzled about, or have second thoughts about it or so. I think the clarity of what you want and going for it and aligning everything, I just feel it, that this is something you must have tapped into and totally done. And so when you do it for yourself, you know how to help others do it.
Right. It's just that positive mindset. There's a saying, if you think you can, you're right. If you think you can't, you're also right.
Yeah. So which one do you want, right?
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, in a sense, I'm looking back now, it was a gift to me, even though people can say, well, how can cancer be a gift? But it opened the door for me to look at life differently. And as a result of that, I've been able to help so many other people. Take, for example, Christopher Reeves or Michael J. Fox. They were diagnosed with something very traumatic, life-changing, but they turned it around and have been impacting many people along their journey.
Yes, absolutely right. And I just heard a little clip of Michael Fox. I mean, that's Parkinson's, right?
Yes.
How much he has put into research there, but how much he is still personally involved, and he has no concern that maybe he doesn't look good enough or whatever. He has this mission, and that is so powerful. And I feel that you have this mission as well, that you tell women, especially women, maybe you deal with men as well, you have the power to heal yourself. I have done it, so I know it personally, and I can help you.
That's right, because there's a gift there. Maybe that gift of being diagnosed with cancer is it will inspire you not just to get better, but inspire others. May connect family members who all rally to help you. You may write a book about your experiences. There's always a gift. In anything negative, there is always a gift.
There's always a gift. I also say there is, in every moment, there is love. That you can make a choice, that brings love into what you're doing. Okay, so we have some participants, because in a couple of minutes we are going to open up the floor for any questions anybody has. And I know there is a chat, there is something. Oh, hello from Kathy to everybody. Okay, so anything else? I mean, what is it that you would like to leave the audience with? What is kind of a golden nugget that you want to share?
Just always be aware. Start your day with kindness, with gratitude, with love, because the more happiness you give, the more it'll come back to you. So in spite of the challenge, be happy you had that, because you have maybe now a different outlook on life and you may be doing things differently. So just be grateful, and just whose life can you impact, even in the smallest way? Because if you want to be happy, it's going to raise your frequency, and the more happiness you give, the more will come back to you.
Yeah, isn't that beautiful that service is actually something that comes back as love, as happiness. You give service, you do something for somebody else, and that love is not only shared, but it multiplies. And so it's amazing. I love it when somebody says, you know, I had a challenge, and it was rough, it was tough, but I am so glad that that I had to go through that, because well, we don't grow without a challenge, right?
That's right. Very true.
The next step, and so with every challenge, we actually find out more about ourselves. You know, what is it? How do we face a situation, and how much is what we have learned? How much have we actually embodied it? You know, because some people, they take a lot of courses, they read a lot of books, they learn a lot, but it's almost like that's there. And if they come into a group that is connected with that, they are like that. But then in their personal life or so, they haven't really implemented it. They're still in this, you know, rushing and having, you know, issues with people, and being very judgmental, and not knowing that your happiness does not depend on any outside situation, but you create your own happiness from moment to moment. And once you really, for me, it took quite a long time until I really understood it. You can understand something on different levels, kind of on the ground level, and then, yeah, okay, I believe this, but I don't really know all the intrinsic parts of that. And then as you grow, you experience more and more, and there comes a point where you just know it, you just get it. It becomes almost like that tool is now available to you, because all you need is the moment of awareness. You know, get yourself out of a certain thought that you have that is negative, get yourself out of a conversation that is negative, and apply that internal principle of that happiness to serve somebody else. It's always a trigger for happiness, but also you can consciously create your own happiness. You can create your own happiness. Your will is powerful. And unless you have a reason to use your unhappiness in order to, you know, as a racket for something to get, you know, a certain reaction from others. That happens too. Yeah. So how can people get in touch with you?
The best place is my LinkedIn site, which is, you can find me, Alexi Bracey, under LinkedIn.
Okay.
And I do have a Calendly link, but I'm having some challenges with it. So like I said, LinkedIn is the best place.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've got 10 steps you can do to achieve happiness, I'd gladly share with you. Or if you want a one-on-one with me, maybe you've just been diagnosed with cancer or some other health challenge, and you just like some suggestions, I'd be more than happy to connect with you. No obligations, just because I'm just here to share and to help people, guide them along. We're all interconnected, so let's lift one another up.
Yes. So, and your email address is, of course, with your name, and you are
at Gmail.
Yeah. So people can find you. But if you want to share that, if you want to share what you want to give away to the audience, then I will put that link under our interview, so people can just maybe click it.
Perfect. Thank you.